Hello. Last October, I did my yearly Snaretober challenge, where I make a unique snare for every day of the month. For 2025, I challenged myself to use only free third-party synths and effects, so that everyone watching at home can join along if they want. I also recorded myself actually making all of the snares, which means you get to watch the creation process for each of them. Every snare is available in the Snaretober 2025 pack you can download for free off my Ko-fi or Gumroad. It also includes a bunch of variations on each snare that you can throw in your tracks and do awesome stuff with. I also have short, unedited breakdowns for each snare, which you can find compiled in this channel in my Discord server. Anyways, here's the video. Okay. First snare of the month, it is 5:39 PM, Wednesday, October 1st. I think I'm making something simple for today. Okay, so Init Vital usually looks like this. So the first thing that I would recommend everyone do is just turn all these smooth knobs all the way off. Smoothing gone. Don't forget to turn all the alphas to envelope mode as well, since we don't want it to be re-triggering all the time. For drums, what I recommend doing is turning all of these phase randomization knobs off. That way when I turn the attack all the way down, it'll re-trigger at the same time. You won't have any clicks. Envelope 1 is set to the volume of the entire patch by default, so keeping the attack at 0 is also good to make sure that you don't have any fade-ins for your sound. I suppose you can set all these envelopes to have 0 attack as well. And then I like to set all these LFOs to seconds instead of tempo. And that should be it for now. I don't want to overcomplicate it too much. This is all the important stuff that we need. And then if you want, you can hit this button to save the preset, and you can just call it like drum starter, and then it should be good. Right, so as I said, probably want to start with something simple. I think it would be a cool challenge to make this snare entirely within Vital and not have any external effects, since the theme of the month is going to be free plugins that anyone can use in any DAW. You have all the tools to make a good snare right here in Vital. So we'll start with the body. A3 is usually a good root note for snares. Nice middle ground between not sounding too low and not sounding too high. Now since envelope 1 is controlling the whole patch's volume, we'll just use envelope 2 for our body. We can just make it a nice short little blip. We don't want it too long, we don't want it too short either. A big mistake a lot of people make is having their body way too long. So it can be a lot shorter than you'd expect. Then I like to use the LFO. For the pitch bend, we're going to use this as a transient. You're going to want to have it be quite short and pull the tension all the way down. You can just assign it to the pitch of the LFO. Now you can hear when you have it really short, it adds an attack to it if I bypass it. If I make it too long, yeah, it's starting to get kind of zappy and juicy sounding. We don't want to overdo it with our transient. Next we can do the noise. We can just get the default white noise in Vital. I like to solo it while I'm busy working on it, and I'll slap an envelope on it too. And then now you'll notice it doesn't really sound great right now. And that's because we need to shape it with filters. Snare tails are not just white noise. They have a shape to them. Giving it a shape with a filter is the easiest way to make it sound a bit more natural. So you can just route the sampler into the filter with this button over here. And then roll off the highs by then routing filter 1 into filter 2. That already sounds way better. I'm going to go for a bit of a short, snappy snare this time. Right now, it's going to sound a bit more natural because there's no attack in the noises envelope. If you want to make it sound a bit more synthetic and kind of make the transient punch even more, you can add a bit of attack to the noises volume. And it makes it sound a bit juicier and a bit more synthetic. And if you want, we can turn this level up. And then playing with the envelope curves and the lengths and how long it lasts, it affects the sound of the snare. You can hear that's too much. Like that sounds really hilariously gated. So you always want to find a nice middle ground. Like that's too long. But having it be kind of gated like this with the decay can also sound pretty cool. But I want to make it sound a bit more natural, so. Then what else can we do? We can tone shape it a bit with an equalizer. This is also a good way to make it not sound very white noisy, and you can add some sort of clap characteristics and tones to it, or give it kind of like a shakery kind of sound, or just change the noise in some kind of way to make it sound a bit interesting. I like using the same envelope as the noise most of the time, because it won't apply the gain to the transient since we have the attack on, so it won't make the snare sound too boosted in the mids. You can turn the resonance up a little bit, and you can, yeah, that's really, that sounds nice and kind of like a dusty almost. And if you wanted to, we can also make it a bit brighter. If you want to add a bit of stereo, we can add some chorus, but you'll notice that makes all of it stereo because it's applying to the entire sound. We can add another envelope to the mix of the chorus and then duck it in. That's sounding a little better, but we still have chorus in the low end. So we can use the spread knob to contain the chorus to a certain section of the frequency spectrum, and that already sounds a lot less intrusive and tighter. And then wherever this cutoff stays is going to change how the snare sounds. And the feedback can also control the tail of the chorus. At the default value, it's almost adding a bit of reverb to the sound, which can sound kind of cool. And if you wanted to, you could slap a mid-side EQ on after this and cut the low end on the chorus, cut whatever sides are being present in the transient, which will make it sound a bit cleaner, but I kind of like how this sounds. I think that's cool. And then, last but not least, we can just round it off with a bit of soft saturation. Not too much. That is sounding cool. If you want, we can maybe extend the range of the pitch bend a bit. It's gonna make it sound a bit clicky. You don't want to do it too much because then it's gonna sound really unnatural. If you want to emphasize the transient even more, we could use compression. Set this to a single band. Just turn the compression down a bit, and then there you go. You want to let a little bit of the transient in. You can see how it's sort of emphasizing it in the oscilloscope on top of FL compared to having it off. And then really you can just boost it. Just maximizes it and emphasizes the transient a bit more. I think this is as far as I want to take it. I don't want to overcomplicate it for the first day, since this is supposed to be mostly educational. And I think we'll get to more interesting stuff as the days go on. I think that sounds pretty clean. Right. Today, let me check my notes. I did not write anything for today. freesound.org. Metal. Knife and metal beam vibrations, click dings. Metal water bottle. Nope. Nope. That's a flute. Nope. Nope. Okay. Let's look for pan. That's a flute. That's kind of cool. Download sound. Hell yeah. Alright, now we can make noise. Very simple in Vital. Oh my god. Can you stay up, please? So, I'm gonna go inside the factory Vital presets and then find white noise. We can go and turn the note tracking off. Whatever note we play, it's just gonna be C. Put this down 3 octaves. Now it's almost noise, but you can hear it's kind of a bit chunky. You turn the unison on. That's almost there. It almost sounds like a chorus on it, so you just want to slam the detune range. And now it's noise. Now we have noise inside of our oscillator, instead of our sampler, which leaves this open for other things we can do. Let's just get ourselves a body real quick. Go inside the wavetable editor and just hit clear, get a sine wave, envelope, LFO. Don't forget to set the envelope. I want to make this one a bit more natural today. And now what's cool is that because it's an oscillator, we have access to the spectral morphs, which includes the spectral filter. And by default, it's just a bandpass, which is basically perfect for what we're trying to do. Stop fucking falling, microphone! Oh my god. Now, if we want, we can cut a little bit more of those lows. But if you do it too much, this doesn't sound really shit. Maybe we want more like a... Now we can drag in our metal sample into the noise, and... that doesn't sound very good. First of all, we'll put it on key track and we'll turn the looping off. That's kind of cool, actually. But I think if we wanted to get it a bit more natural sounding, we're gonna need an envelope. This one. Maybe give it a bit of a tack. You can pitch it around a bit too. And also, she's done the stereo and it's not quite done. And maybe we can do like a... Well, that's kind of cool. I think that's enough. The oscillators. Now what we can do... Oh, fuck. Now I've got to find a fucking room reverb that's not Pro R. Melder. Please have something that sounds good. Hello, Quanta. I am not going to use Pro EQ. I'm going to use Melder EQ. It's like M EQ. Yeah, M equalizer. All right, in M equalizer, we can change the band type by right-clicking on it, and then we have all these different things here. So I'm going to set it to a high pass. Can you change the slope? You can. That's cool. I'm put it on like 2 for now. I still don't like this impulse. Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. The Viper room. Whatever. Now, M compressor. Let's the input down. Turn the threshold a bit down. Give it a shot like 4. And then I think we can put on MSAT. Just like turn the threshold a bit down. Still too loud. No, that's some shit. I'm ruining it. Hold on. Oh my god. Why is it so? Why is it dead mono? Wait, hold on. I got an idea. This is not gonna fucking work. I should not be doing this. It doesn't sound how I want it to.
I'm Austin Collins, and I want to talk about
ultra short
stuff that
or
is
ultra long.
Unrelated to music.
Let's try a different.
For once,
right
as a
after the
departure.
Stranger Things finale aired, a lot of people were drawing
I want to share a
comparisons to
comprehensive
season
perspective
8.
Church.
that has been
I thought that was pretty overblown.
That
Like,
I've
it's
been
not
thinking
the
about
most
for
amazing
a while.
finale, it wasn't the greatest
And
final season.
It's so
I
long.
want to talk about ties together concepts.
That's so long. How do I make it short? I'm not automating it.
You
know what? I should have used. Alright, we will deal with reverb tomorrow. Okay, I settled with this compressor, this EQ, and just a saturator to round it out. That should be it. Fucking hell.
No, I can make good snares 50 MP. You wanna hear this? You wanna hear one of my best snares?
I don't want to hear one of your. I wasn't a fan of that. That was not a good snare. Someone asked me on Twitter to make an ISO EXO snare.
You've never done that before.
Yeah,
I'm sure that'll be really difficult.
I've never done that before, dude. It's really, really
Not
hard.
once. You have to be like an engineer.
Yeah, you gotta be like a sound engineer, like a wizard, dude. Actually, hold on, fuck this. Envelopes are for fucking chuds. Okay, now here comes the hardest part. This is where you gotta pay attention, right? So you gotta get a sine wave, and then you gotta put an envelope on the volume.
Oh, I'm already confused. I don't know what's going on.
This is next level shit, dude. All right, so I'm fucking gimped. I can only use free stuff. I was trying to fuck around with M convolution. I was gonna say yesterday, but this is technically in the same like waking day for me. Pang, pang. We we need the secret sauce, dude. This is like they talk about the glue, they talk about glue compressor, they talk about I don't know what other fucking compressors people talk about. But you know what they don't talk about though?
We're gonna talk about the penis.
Dude, me wanna ping.
Fruity Convolver clears so hard, it's not even funny, it's actually pissing me off. And then I can't use Parametric EQ2, no, I gotta use M equalizer. Actually, I don't even have to, no, I actually literally, I don't have to do anything else. I literally can put fucking MSAT on this. That's it, that's the whole snare. Like, listen. That's actually it. Okay, I'm done. Jeez! Alright. Today someone said I should do a chop snare. It should be fairly easy because it's just a 808 snare and a clap together. I think I have an 808 replication pack somewhere. So it looks like it's kind of 2 layers. You have like the main attack, and then you have like a, I don't think it's a reverb tail, I think it's a second oscillator maybe. Because that looks a lot more band passy. And I think there's like a high pass here, because this slope down here looks a bit steeper than this one. And then maybe this one has like a pretty shallow band pass, I'd say, that's like centered around like 2.5K. We want white noise. Something like that. How many passes? There's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Boom, 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 boom. And I think this one probably has like a steeper band pass, like around 1000 hertz. Let me turn you up. And then we need a high pass filter. Looks pretty steep, so I'm gonna try the 24. Need lower. Maybe a bit of another envelope like on U2. The rest of it is just micro adjustments to the timbre. I don't think I need to do anything else to it. And now we need the snare. Let's see what this one looks like. Looks like they both begin at the same time. Doesn't look like the body has any envelope on it. It does look like it's just noise layered on top of a thing, and then it looks like it's been distorted a little bit. And you just go down an octave. Alright, and they're gonna be pretty short. So this is centered by like 5K, and it's another pretty shallow one. I wish you could normalize in Vital. I mean, I'm sure you can, right? Normalize table. Jones barbecue foot massage. Jones barbecue foot massage. Let's just do this. Jones barbecue foot massage.
Pay me pay child support.
Oh, nope. I think it's high passed afterwards. And like a bit of EQ. Oh, the higher one lasts shorter than the second one. That's weird. Alright, it's also like slightly sharp. Okay, that should be like exactly. Okay, so it's 25 cents out of tune. Weird. That was a lot of work for something very fucking simple. I'm just gonna render it out. Oh, for fuck's sake. Stand up! This actually just sounds cool on its own. Dude, I just realized I've been recording this whole fucking time. This is how fucking finicky this shit is. Right. Day 5. I have no clue what to do today. Well, I was thinking maybe I could do like a ominous kind of snare. I want to do like a hold. Put you on the pitch again. Same stuff as usual. Bit of a longer attack, yeah. I'm gonna use 2 layers of noise this time. Stop falling, dude! Fuck! Do not jump into my fucking table, I swear to God, I'm gonna destroy you! Alright, I'm just throwing about OGT on it. Just woke up. What the fuck am I gonna make today? I wanna do something like Skrillexy, maybe like really high snare, kind of like tonal. I wanna do like a really short kinda. I wanna maybe do like a little bit of a fucked up kinda. I'm actually curious. I wonder what. Actually, where is this from? Open file location. Oh, it's from fucking Serum. God damn it. Okay. That's cool. Now we gotta do some kind of like atonal shit. Let's try some random app. Actually, that's true. Wait, hold on. I have a fucking genius idea. Hold on. Some shit like that. And then reset the size preset table. That did not work. Oh wait, hold on, I'm supposed to keep fucking oversampling. I'm stupid. And then reset. Ah, method. Okay, awesome. And then add source, wave source. Oh, you can just add a thing. That should be alright. That was a lot of work. Try the trick again. That's cool. And this is kind of cool, like on its own. And you can clip it again with MSAT. Okay, maybe like a little bit of high-end reduction. All right, I'm done.
Hold on. If I go to my bathroom and I do it, because my mic on my AirPods is so bad, if I yell, it does like the worst thing. Like if there's no problem with me yelling mustard, and that's the worst thing. Hold on, wait. Let me try it again.
Alright, day 8. Kind of want to do like a really old school kind of like dubstep snare today.
Thank you for this facial.
None of these have like really puffy, poofy kind of transients. You can look here and you'll see like it's really fucked up. Like there's not a very clear pitch envelope from like a sine wave. So I'm thinking this is like a lot of noise that they're using. It's like a transient of some kind. Same with the white noise. Let's try to do some of the chorus stuff again from yesterday. Where's CDR Nova? Yeah, I can use MSAT again. Yeah, that's cool. We'll go with 6. Alright, that's it. Today, I think we are gonna make a pan snare. I just woke up, by the way. I am gonna try the freesound.org method again. Well, actually, hold on. Can you load custom impulses inside mconvolution? Custom path. Fucking hell. Oh, fuck. Now I can't pitch it up. Free convolver. Let's free convolution reverb. 70 videos catch on various additional impulse responses are available for purchase. I can load external impulse responses in WAV format. Windows free download. Okay, that's only 185 megabytes. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Everybody love me. She said not the people. She said she was. I was done. I just click on this and then I get a Ethereum miner on my computer, and then oh my god, this is a really easy install. Holy moly! Convology XT. That's cool. Okay, so if I just like, oh, that changes where it starts. Probably should be using it like a standard saw wave. Oh, let's give this bitch some plug. Oh, that's kind of cool. Put like a. Okay, the snare. Okay, what kind of? I want to make that kind of like a low one, I guess, right? And this is gonna be like a little bit longer since it's like a. Maybe not that low. That's like Voltra. Yeah, let's do like D. No shit. Hellbound is going down. Okay, now the question is, fuck. Do I blow the fuck out of the transient with the transient shaper, like compressor, or do I add white noise transient? I kind of like it, honestly, with like the really plasticky sounding transient. In that regard, we can just transient shape it. So then beforehand, let's try the new convolver. Right, now can I just drag a sound in here? Okay, where is this folder? Import user presets. Boom. Error imported is just an XML format file. Image. Oh, it's got an image of the module. That's interesting. That's kind of cool. Oh, it's kind of like one of those like Joe B kind of snares. That's pretty cool, actually. Oh, I just realized I used fucking Paraji EQ2. Shit! 8.5 dB of gain to 8.6. Okay, so first in this thing, I want to maybe cut the thing a bit. EQ. That's cool. And then let's try MEQ. So I want to just like, I want some kind of like distortion layered onto it. Do this in parallel. Where like do that, and then no, and then I'll cut the lows and try and get rid of all of the harmonics. Maybe like the biasing. Yeah, some shit like that. Probably just MSAT afterwards, right? I'll try a different impulse. Hellbound is going down. That's fucking cool. So that, get the fuck out of the way of my monitor. Okay, yeah, I'm done. Sick. That'll be it for this part. Grab the Snaretober pack here. Join my Discord to watch all the breakdowns and harass me with questions. And join my Patreon for more in-depth production content. See ya.